Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking about the Microsoft stock, and before I get started I just wanted to let you know that this is not going to be an in-depth look at the Microsoft financials. It's more just going to be a brief overview of the Microsoft stock and my general opinion on different things about the company. If you are interested in a more in-depth look in the financials on the Microsoft company, please let me know in the comments down below, and that's maybe something I could do in the future. The first thing I wanted to take a look at is how much Microsoft has expanded in the last 5 years as they have become the biggest market cap company in the world, right up there with Apple. And in the last 5 years, they've gone from under $60 a share to $127 a share, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. Just wanted to take a quick look at a few things in the Microsoft financials. We can see here the market cap of $973 billion. It's approaching $1 trillion, and they actually did breach $1 trillion as they were at their 52-week high, and actually did a video on why I think Microsoft is going to stay at the biggest market cap company within this year, actually. And then they have a 1-year target estimate of $143, which I think they're actually going to be able to kill as they expanded to new markets, which I'll touch on a little bit later in the video. And then they actually do pay a dividend, even though they are such a growing company. They still do give a 1.41% dividend. Here we take a look at the revenue and earnings on Yahoo Finance for the last 4 years. Revenues going up relatively steadily, going up overall over the last 4 years, and then earnings going up over their 2015 through 2017, and then in 2018 they had a lot of expenses, paying $26 billion for LinkedIn, for example, and then setting up some new markets in Asia and Australia, which I'll talk about in just a second. So Microsoft is spending a bunch of money getting set up in new Asian markets right now, but I think earnings in quarter 3 and 4 of 2019 and moving forward are going to be absolutely crazy, just moving up, moving forward. Now I'm just going to be taking a quick look at the company description in Yahoo Finance, and I was actually really surprised to all of the different markets and sectors that Microsoft is involved in, and I think you will be as well, so I'll get right into it. Some people may not know that Microsoft owns Skype, which is used by companies all over the world for business meetings. And if you don't know what Skype is, it's kind of like FaceTime, but I'm guessing most of you are very familiar with Skype and their business model. Microsoft also owns Outlook, which is used for emailing. It's used by companies all over the world, as well as a lot of universities here in the United States. Microsoft just acquired LinkedIn last year for $26.2 billion, I believe. And LinkedIn is kind of like social media, but for business. You can use it to help find jobs and get connected with other companies and make connections with people from other companies in order to make yourself more accessible to those people for possible hiring opportunities in the future. Another huge thing in Microsoft is providing analytics applications for businesses of all sizes, from small local businesses to huge corporations. And a lot of you may not know this, but Microsoft is actually the second biggest in cloud storage in the entire world, the first being Google and the third being Amazon, which a lot of people don't know as well. And cloud services are rapidly expanding with Microsoft into Asian markets, which I mentioned earlier, and also Australia. And they're spending a lot of money expanding in the Asian markets, and they're actually doing so more effectively than other companies are doing. Google's having a lot of trouble in China, for example, with YouTube not being allowed in China, and Amazon's getting a lot of resistance as well, but Microsoft has been doing so relatively well. The last couple aspects of Microsoft that I wanted to cover is that Microsoft owns Xbox, and they also came out with Xbox Game Pass last year in 2018, which can be thought of almost as a Netflix of gaming. It's a gaming subscription, and it comes out with all the newest games, and you don't really need to buy $60 for a new game anymore. You can just pay the $30 subscription every 3 months, and you can buy all the newest games. So that's rapidly expanding, and Sony is actually thinking about coming out with something similar. And then the last thing, and most people know this, but Microsoft owns Bing, which is kind of like Google. It's not as big as Google or Yahoo, but it is still highly profitable. I hope that clears up why I think Microsoft is still such a growing company and a growth stock, and why I think it's such a strong buy right now. And I wanted to include a bunch of different markets and sectors that most people didn't know Microsoft was involved in, because most people know the hardware and accessories Microsoft makes, but they don't know all these other aspects of the business. So I hope that helped cleared it up for some people. Come check out my channel for videos on more stocks, or if you're not sure how to get involved in the stock market, please come check out some videos on that as well. Subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.